Paul Franklin, cofondatore di Double Negative, è stato il supervisore agli effetti speciali di film come Batman Begins, Il Cavaliere Oscuro e La Lega degli Uomini Straordinari. A View, il mago visionario, capace di trasformare l'immaginario in realtà, è pronto a raccontare il suo lavoro sugli effetti visivi del film Inception, l'ultimo capolavoro di Nolan.
The script of Chris Nolan's film, was very specific, that it's a very particular kind of dreaming that we're dealing with. We're dealing with lucid dreaming, this kind of dreaming where you actually think it's reality and you can control some aspects of reality. So we were never really dealing with the sort of very surreal images of, say, a painter like Salvador Dali. So in fact, what we were attempting to do was to create a seamless illusion of reality at all times, and then using this completely photorealistic approach to represent some surreal things, like the city folding in half or the collapsing shores of Limbo Beach. And if anything, this put more emphasis on our technique, because as soon as something strange starts happening, the street starts folding up, everyone knows that there's something going on, so everyone's looking for the joins. Where does the real world stop and where does the digital work begin? My career originally started out as I was a computer animator for a big British video games company, and then I moved into television and then film in the mid-1990s, and I spent the last 15 years working in feature films. And everything you do informs the work that you are doing today, I think. So the lessons I learned in television, the lessons I learned working in video games are still relevant today. One of the things I really learned in video games was that the collaborative nature of the work between the artists and the programmers. Programmers are very, very important in the video games world. And that's also true of visual effects. You get the best result if the creative people have a strong relationship with the technical people. And this produces some amazing tools which allows us to make the extraordinary imagery that we put into our films. Double Negative is a very large visual effects company. We have hundreds of artists. I think we're about 900 people now. So there's a lot of organisation, a lot of logistical work goes into managing a big show like Inception. On Inception we had 250 artists working on the show over a period of about 6 months. And there's almost as much effort goes into developing all our management systems, all of the software which helps track the shots through the show, that helps us organise all of our reviews, submitting work to the client, loading work onto our system. And it's a constant ongoing effort because, of course, every show is slightly different. Every filmmaker wants to work in a different way. And part of the challenge for visual effects is to work out how to wrap yourself around the way that the filmmaker wants to work. So we're constantly updating, constantly modifying our systems to be able to do this sort of thing. Well, my next project, I've been taking it pretty easy since I finished Inception back in May, which is great. I've had plenty of time to spend with my family because I spent most of last year in the United States shooting the film, and then the first half of this year was very intense actually delivering all the visual effects. So I'm taking it pretty easy at the moment. There's a couple of things coming up in the pipeline. Chris Nolan is developing his new Batman film, so hopefully I'll be part of that.